Running into issues of obstacles and lack of accessibility can drive us kind of up the wall. Can um, we need to turn on the light? Uh, but so you can see me. So what sometimes it's a sidewalk, sometimes it's construction, sometimes it's bathrooms. Surprisingly, here in the United States, most bathrooms are accessible. Although sometimes they've told me, yes, it's accessible, but my wheelchair doesn't fit. So, what did they mean exactly by accessible? So, the ADA was approved back in 1990. This is 2025 already. So it's like we truly, truly need to keep our cool. I try to look at the obstacles as opportunities to educate. I see difficulties and lack of accessibility and opportunity to find who the owner is, who the manager is, and have a little chat with them to see if there is a chance that this person would be open of looking at making it accessible. Sometimes if they're from another country, they don't know about the laws. So that is an opportunity to educate them about our laws here in the United States and how important it is to have a place for us to be able to get in and out and accessible bathrooms, and where they can look it up. Because, in one of these big areas, are hotels. Because they've fallen under the radar, now it's coming to light. The ADA is realizing how non-accessible hotels are. And some of them have not made really the effort to really look into details of what accessibility really means. My younger brother, when I talked to my family about accessibility and what that looked like, it was hard for them to picture it. And so my younger brother went to France and he was doing, I guess, some business over there. And they gave him an accessible room at the hotel. And he was shocked. He saw a shower for the first time that was an accessible shower, a roll-in shower, and then it dawned on him what I was talking about. So there was a hotel that he set me up with that they swore it was accessible, and of course it wasn't. It had a tub. but we dealt with it. They gave me a chair, all that kind of stuff, and I, was very careful. But my family is now realizing what really accessibility means for a wheelchair user or for someone who's deaf, because I have both. So my sister-in-law, I think, understands a bit more, because she took care of her mother for a long time and understood that. And she's had some surgeries in which she's had to deal with the lack of accessibility. But, when you stay at a hotel, when you go to a particular restaurant, when you go to a stadium, when you go to, there are so many details that go into accessibility. And so it is really important to keep our cool, true that everything should be accessible by now. By now. However, there are some knuckleheads out there who ignore the law. And one big example of that is there was a museum that was built out in Queens, New York, without accessibility. It blew everybody's minds. Lawsuits started flying everywhere. So I have to look back at that museum to see what they did. But this is recent, like in the last 2 years. So it's those kind of things that can really blow us out of the water, knowing that the laws are on the books. We also struggle with airlines and they're not understanding accessibility and how long it's taken for them to understand, how, and show them how, and experiment with them how we could have a spot in airplanes that would be safe, that would, fit with being in the air and having turbulence and all those other things that can be dangerous for passengers. So, we still have a ways to go. Even though we have the laws on the books, we still have work to do. And that is in creating awareness. So instead of blowing up, it's just another stepping stone that we need to work on to make sure that those areas that we want to visit, that we love, that we remember going to XYZ days, to make sure they're accessible. Talk to the owner, talk to the manager, talk to, really sit down with them and say, I love your venue. I want to bring my family. I want to enjoy what you offer. Can we talk about a plan? So that is better. It is better to do that than to just absolutely blow up. Because then they reject you. It's this wall that goes up and we go nowhere. And that's been our process with airlines as well. And with hotels, they're just kind of saying, oh yeah, this is good for business. Let's work on this. So it's like, come on, people. But, the ADA is catching up to hotels. Airlines are struggling to improve and to listen to us. We might get, spots on airlines soon, and be able to just roll on with our wheelchairs. Every year we hope for it. And every year it seems like we're closer to that goal. But we need to continue to talk about it and encourage airlines to continue to push forward. I know Delta is getting very close to doing that, and I think they're going to be the first ones to install a spot or two for wheelchair users. And that is going to open the door for other airlines to do the same. It just takes one. It just takes one airline, one hotel, one restaurant to really put it out there and others follow. So, and we have to be the catalyst. We have to be the catalyst for that, unfortunately. So I want to invite you to really work on seeking those opportunities opportunities, not explosions, to educate and to encourage venues to become accessible for you and for others so that we can get from point A to point B. Even in construction zones, they have to make an area where we can pass through without, having to put ourselves in danger and going on the streets. grocery stores, they like to put flowers and plants outside. They have to leave a spot, an area where wheelchair users can pass through. And I have exactly the grocery store, it's about 2 miles, 3 miles away, that they have an issue with a bunch of flowers and stuff, and there's a bus stop right there that I need, and it's really hard to get through. So it's those things that I need to continue to repeat so that they understand this is important, because you do have wheelchair users that come and go, and we need those areas to be able to pass through. So I invite you and others to really begin to educate, really to encourage, really to work with owners and managers to make sure that things are accessible. And why not? And the question is, why not?